So I was recently on Lazada buying a bunch of awesome tech and music stuff, and I noticed that I still had some change left over from my budget. Seeing that the price of the ZS3 was well within the amount, I decided to pull the trigger and got myself a pair. What's up YouTube, Nick here for Budget Audio, and this is a review of the KZ ZS3. So I picked up the ZS3 from Lazada for just under $10 plus shipping. I'll put the links in the description. They ship in this white box with a picture of the ZS3 with the dynamic driver sticking out. Looks pretty straight up. Here are the specs. So the box slides out like so in typical KZ fashion. And we have the ZS3 behind the clear plastic. Underneath we have the cable. And it looks like we have the old style KZ cable with the memory hooks. The rest of the cable seems to be made of this sticky rubber silicone material. I'd say it looks good, but an issue I have with it is that it's sticky and it snags easily with fabrics because of this sticky texture. And despite the L plug, I find that it's quite prone to accidental pullouts from your devices when you're on the go. The hooks are a very cheap and sloppy implementation of memory wire, which quite frankly I think isn't going to last long. The tips that come with the ZS3s are the better KZ tips. They're soft and supple and help create a good seal. Now, onto the earphones. The KZ ZS3 is definitely an attractive piece. They look like CIEMs or custom in-ear monitors because they have this shape that conforms to the contour of the average ear. Unfortunately, however, since not all ears are created equal, this may not be as universal fitting as other KZ IEMs. These feel snug and provide a secure fit in my ears. However, since these aren't the most universal stylish shells, my right ear has a little bit of resistance to the way these are shaped. This causes pain and rawness when I wear it for about over an hour. The material used in the shell is just plain cheap plastic. No fancy resin, just cheap plastic. It looks good to the eyes, but once you touch them, you're instantly reminded of how much they cost. Now let's go over to the sound. These sound okay, especially when you consider the price. These are warm sounding and relaxed. The bass is boomy, you get a good punch with the kick drums and bass lines. However, it definitely lacks some rumble as the sub bass is virtually non-existent. The mids here are a bit recessed, most notably the high mids take a dip. The lower mids are somewhat present, which brings a sense of fullness to the vocals. The highs here are okay. They're present but not enough for good detail retrieval, but on the flip side they're laid back and aren't harsh or sibilant. The sound stage here is intimate, not too cramped to sound compressed, but still nothing to write home about. Imaging is also average. There's a decent amount of instrument separation. Overall, the sound is okay. It's natural, laid back, and easy to listen to. I actually sorta enjoyed listening to more toned down productions on the ZS3, specifically stripped down acts from Bob Dylan and some Adele. The lower mids bring out a certain fullness to the human voice that's kinda pleasing to my ear, and virtually no sibilance. So who's gonna buy the ZS3s and what are they good for? Well, these are a good suggestion for the casual listeners, the average consumers, and people on a tight budget looking for a hi-fi fix. I may recommend this to some bassists and male vocalists if they're on a really tight budget, but if they can hold off and save a little bit more, I still suggest buying the ZSN Pro. Sound engineers and audio booth guys, don't even. No, just no. Now the verdict, I give the ZS3s a 3 out of 5 stars. It doesn't suck, it's okay, and it's nothing special really, but it does the job, and at least it's very affordable. Anyway, hit the thumbs if you learned something or simply want to show some love. Subscribe for more videos, and thanks for watching. See ya!